A warm welcome to Focus on Liberia. This is Dennis Jai, and we are broadcasting from Atlanta, Georgia. Tonight is a special night. The artist Cesar Gatto has passed away at age 70. He was a legend. He sang so beautifully, you listen to his song. And so we have decided to pay tribute to the fallen artist. So with me to do this is someone who is no stranger to the microphone, Princess Fatu Giflo. Princess Fatu, welcome to Focus on Liberia.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Once again, we want to say thank you so much for coming. We at Focus on Liberia decided to partner with you and your colleagues to pay a special tribute to your fallen friend, Cesar Gatto, who when you live at Kennedy right there. So again, thank you so much for honoring our invitation to come and do this. We appreciate you so highly.
Thank you.
All right. And let's start like this. First, let me get your opening statement. Again, thanks for coming. I don't want many Liberians, we all grew up with your songs, but now it's about Cesar. Tell me, who is Cesar Gatto and who is he?
Cesar Gatto, as we all knew him, he was a Basso King singer. In 1983, between 83 and 84, Cesar Gatto was recruited from his own group called the Kenya 16. Kenya 16 was a very popular group through Cesar Gatto. Cesar Gatto was the lead singer for Kenya 16. We met Cesar Gatto perform in the EJ Roy. When we saw Cesar, everyone was so much in love with this man. His way of performing, he was not a dancer on the stage, but he will always wear his gown, and the women, Kenya 16, the women in the group, the ladies in the group, and the men playing the drums. Cesar would stand among those women and sing like no one else that I know of. Cesar Gatto was the king of Basso music, the king of Basso singer. 83, we brought him into Kenya, if I'm not making a mistake. And once he got there, he was the center of attraction because his way of singing was so unique. We were just playing drums behind Cesar at the time. It was just the traditional drums, and Cesar just took the stage. He had friends at Kennedy, and when he heard me perform, he fell in love with a song that I did called Yimbe Kyo Waikune, and Cesar and I became friends. I became a goddaughter for Cesar on that campus we lived there. Cesar was a very quiet person, very shy. When he gets on the stage, he will do his thing. When he leaves the stage, you can't hear nothing from him except you asking. That who Cesar Gatto was. Very quiet person, very laid back. He loves everyone, and he was very unique in what he did in Kenya. His songs were very unique.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tribute to the fallen Cesar Gatto. And something strange happened because even me, I thought I was on top of things. But I did not know that Cesar Gatto was still alive until I heard just a month ago that he was dead. And I have spoken to a lot of people, and when I told them that we're going to do a tribute to Cesar Gatto, they said, but why? He died a long time.
Wow.
I don't know if you heard this too, that people are saying that he died long ago. Cesar was, so what was he up to? And he was not dead, but why is it that most of us thought that way?
Well, the only thing I can tell you was that happened was when Cesar Gatto the the late 80s. Cesar Gatto decided to join the army. When he joined the army, it didn't take no time when the war erupted in Liberia. So they were the people that those sent ahead. He went with the fighter because he was in the army. He was one of the new recruit. So Caesar went to fight. When Caesar went to fight, the news came that Caesar died. We all heard that Caesar died. But, unfortunately, Caesar did not die. And which was really good for us when we saw him. We heard of him. And Caesar just decided to lay very low across the bridge in a little settlement in just between how you call it, Hotel Africa and Douala area there. There is a Bassa settlement there. There's Caesar mom had a house and Caesar lived in a house. So Caesar been living a very quiet life since we did recording together, he and I, 1984. He joined the army. He left the National Culture Troop. He decided to be in the army band. Caesar lived a very quiet life. I told you, I said, this guy was very quiet.
Yeah.
He was not somebody who, if it wasn't his career, that you wouldn't even know who he was because he was very quiet. So he lived that very quiet life after the war erupted. So 1999, I left. I didn't hear of him. So 2009, Kekula Kamara, who is called the Malawala Malawala,
Yeah.
he said he was bringing Caesar to America. I'm like, Caesar still living. He like, yeah, Caesar made it through the war and we're bringing Caesar. And Caesar came to America. We saw him. We performed. Um, I performed for, performed with them. We raised money. And he went back to Liberia. And that was it. He went right back into that choir mode again. He did a recording the recent time, but
Yeah.
he just a reserved person. He will put album out and just go sit. You call him, he do a thing and go sit. That's it.
Right. And that comes to say, like artists those days, their thing was not about money. They loved doing it. That's just them. And
That's it.
so, yeah, so he's not. But let me, for those who watching us and say, well, who is Cesar Gatto? Let me play a song and let people know, especially those of us who, grew up in the 1980s, will remember this very well. Take a listen.
Dikere, dikere, kere ma wasa, dikere, 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 kere ma wasa, money apa wo, njawe money apa ka kere ma wasa, dikere, kere, wo, dikere, I'm a be right. That one you. Oh, Togo. I'm not be your. I'm not that be your Togo. Money up, oh, very faithful. That I'm talking about. See you. You don't know what I'm for. You know you get it, my one side, you get it. Go on your back, my one side.
That was the legendary Cesar Gartor. Kele mawasa. Princess Pato, you know what you're saying there?
No, I was just about to ask you what that
Oh,
means.
yeah, and so that was one of the songs. You were talking about him at Kennedy. I mean, and another thing that surprised me was he died at age 70. I said, oh wow. So he really started this thing very long.
Yeah. I guess Cesar Gatto, um, when he was with Kenya 16, he did a great work with Kenya 16. He was real. When you see him with Kenya 16, um, you will, if you look at him with Kenya and with Kenya 16 at the time, you will be there. You know what? I just want you to stay with the Kenya 16 because the Kenya 16, they were all his tribe people. So they knew when he dropped something what that meant. When he made his finger like this, they knew what it meant. So they were so good together. The coordination there was so beautiful. When we saw him, we just took him away from down. And they took him to Kenya. He lived a very happy life in Kenya until he decided to leave and join the army. I
Yeah,
guess he wanted to find something else that he
right.
wanted to put himself in. And we all worry about him going to the army, but he said it was going to be okay. And he meant it, and it was true. It was going to be okay. Even though he went at the front, but he came back and we
Yeah.
saw him before he passed.
Can
You
you
know,
can you can you tell at what age you really think that he started? I mean,
well, I cannot tell you because I don't really know. Because when Caesar came to Kenya, I think he was in his late 30s because he was young, um,
yeah,
handsome, but one thing about that guy, like I said, he was shy. He never dated anyone within Kenya. He went outside Kenya to have his date. So the next town from Kenya was called Town. Town lived a beautiful girl called Musu.
mm,
Musu was Caesar's girlfriend when he was living in Kenya, and Musu was my play mom. So that's how Caesar became my godfather. Um, but one thing I know is I just want to take this time because it's all about Caesar. But I want to take this time to thank all those who um, make it work for us to bury Caesar. Um, Isabella Wule Fofana, Mrs. Wule Fofana is not online tonight. It might be because she's sleeping to go on the farm, which is, what we all do. But Mrs. Fofana did a great job putting the people in Minnesota together to raise money to send. And I was the one who was responsible to raise money from the Philadelphia side to put together to send to bury Caesar. And our ambassador, Julie Andy, she did a phenomenal job for the burial, including KK Kamara in Liberia, and not forgetting all the artists in Liberia that didn't have cash to put, but they put their time in and,
right.
to bury Caesar. But one thing Judy said during the wakekeeping was very important. And I want to emphasize on it, even though we are here. We might be fortunate to have work going. We got insurance for life and this and that. But
Right.
Caesar died, he left a 3 months old baby and
Wow.
younger kids. They are all under the age of 12. I think that's what our ambassador were talking about. And she called me, we spoke about it. She is more concerned right now after the death of Caesar, what to do for those kids. And once she told me about it, that became our concern on his side too. We want to have a fundraiser to be able to raise money to help the old lady. It's a tragedy.
Yeah.
Caesar's wife, the present wife he had before this thing, the woman died before him. She
Wow.
died in April after borning the baby. Now the baby was just with Caesar and the woman mom. Now Caesar left, so the baby is with the woman mom, the wife mom.
Yeah.
All the little ones. Caesar have 15 children in total, according to what we heard. But the younger ones are 5. The old lady cannot take care of those children by herself. She cannot. So
Wow.
Ambassador Julie Andy is trying to put things out there so that we can raise money to be able to help, Cesar Gatto children. And KK Kamara, which is Malawala Balawala, I spoke to him. We all are trying to gear towards that just to help the children. We have done his part. He gone now. What can we do for the
Right.
children? So that is one of the most important part. Any artist listening tonight, just watch out. When the time comes, we're going to pour out information. And if you can't come, just send your contribution. We will, highly appreciate that. We want to take that initiative to help Caesar. It's the same thing we did when Toke passed away. We all came together, we did everything. And to those of you musicians that are not forthcoming when another musician die, I want to take this time now to tell you, you have to. You have to. This thing is like susu, our people say. It's to everybody do. We want you to take the time, even if you can't come, send your contribution to the state you in, ask who you can send your contribution to, and we will be able to take it and send it over. Even if it is not much, but it is appreciated if you
Yeah.
just take the time to do something so we know you care for the next artist that pass because you are one, you are part of this group. So, like our ambassador said, if you make 5 cents today, she said, if you make dollar today, save 20 cents. But I'm saying now, if you make 5 cents today, save 1 cent. And that
Right.
is for the people, our artists, because we can't depend on Minister of Information, Culture, and Tourism. They don't even, show that we have done so much for the country.
Right.
You die, it's the artists that bury you. The very
Right.
artists that you don't want you enemy with, they are the one who bury you. I just want to throw that out.
And thank you so much. And when the time comes, but in the meantime, anyone listening to this, watching this broadcast, and you want to reach out, please reach out to Princess Fatu Giflo. This they will do the fundraising later, but you can. It's never too soon to start. So the email is on the screen, and you can call you, or you can reach out to us. We can connect you with Princess Fatu Giflo, so that, and it's not for artists alone. We are the one that benefit from the artists. We are the one that play the music. We dance it. We enjoy it, and so it is not for artists alone. Whether you are a computer scientist, whether you work in whatever you do, you should be able to identify with the fallen legend and do something. Let me play one more music for the legendary Cesar Gatto. Kando. As we play the music, just in case you want to call to be a part of this tribute and say something, pay your tribute to the fallen Cesar Gatto, please call the number on the screen. We all know him. We all heard his music. We all dance. We love him. And so if you want to identify with the cause of even contributing or just saying something, if that was what you were doing when this music came up, which of Cesar Gatto music you like, don't hesitate to call. Let us be part of this and let's celebrate our fallen legend. And we are calling on the artists. Please call. And I'm not wishing bad on anybody, but they say when you get hunchback and they bury hunchback man, you got to go there and see, right? To see what happened, so you can prepare. uh, as musical artists, we as a country, we are not really supportive. You can be an artist, you sing all the music, still you have nothing. So we know that even though you are trying your best, but you may not have much, especially when you are in Liberia where there is no insurance. So let us pull together, let us support one another. If one of yours passes away, let all of us come around and do the best we can to give them befitting burial and then to remember them and just celebrate their life and tell their family thank you for loaning your family member to us so that we could enjoy the music. Princess,
Yeah.
are your thoughts?
Yes. I hope that my brother B Steve will be able to come on for this whole thing before we can wrap up. But if he doesn't come, that's okay too. He's a big brother who is always by our side, trying to make sure that things go the right way. Maybe he got our food, so that's why he couldn't come out tonight. And I just want to reach out to all our artists. I mean,
Right. And Princess
not
Fatu,
scary.
even
Yeah,
if you cannot join Big Steve, you can call the conference number on, or you are artist, or you are new artist, or you even never, you didn't really, you were not in the ages to hear this man. But, as artists, you guys follow one another and see who beat, you know, younger artists. You can look all the way back and take something from someone who played long ago. So I know you all know about Cesar Gatto. So if you want to be a part of this night to pay tribute, please call the number on the screen. Go ahead, Princess Fatu.
yeah. And as I was saying, we have to work together in a sense that we all are together, whether we know it or not, because we all believe in the same thing. We do the same thing, which is our music. So if we, like Judy said, the same people that hate you, they are the same people who will bury you tomorrow. So let us try to work together and make it work for ourselves and other people that are around us. To those artists that are coming up, I will stress this again because when the late Toke passed away a couple of years now, only young artists that I actually saw here were our brother Blight Diamond. Blight Diamond took his time, he paid his due, and he said transported himself from Georgia. He came here, he performed, he did his part, and the cell phone man was here, he did his part. We all did what we do. But other people that I know and I hear their name, I see them. You're not coming. We're not seeing you, and it's not something that I think is good. I don't think it's good. I think we should try to work together And we shouldn't just sit and say, well, I didn't know the man. He was not, or he's not the person I knew, or I never spoke to him. So he died. That's not my problem. No, it is your problem because he is an artist. He is part of you. So I would just ask you guys to try to change and make a better of what we have so that we can all, be able to grace our country, Liberia. Because that's all we all are doing. Whatever we're doing today is all about Liberia. Because when they call your name, obviously they will say he's from Liberia or she's from Liberia. Because we all are fighting for that one country that we all love.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, we need to really work together and make it work. So I will send a shout out to a guy in Minneapolis, Joe Wissagy. He is a basso singer and he's how you call it, evangelist in Minnesota. He's one of them that try not to plan a fundraiser in Minnesota on behalf of Cesar Gatto. So you see, this is what we want. Everyone has it different. Everyone, you know, passing is different and is celebrated different. When Toke won't happen, we did it different. Tikman on, we were not in Liberia, but we did it different. So everyone is different. The late Maury daughter is different. Everything is different all the time. But some people come in or some people go. The focus of those people is little bigger or a little different from the rest of the people. And this is what is happening now to Cesar. The reason why I'm making it different, because he has younger kids that we can't just sit and say, oh yeah, that's Cesar problem. He was enjoying high children, not his problem. Yeah, it's Cesar problem, but Cesar gone now. So if you can help with just 5 cents, when the time comes, it's better for us to do so. So Cesar will be in his grave knowing that he left friends here that he can count on. Thank you.
I mean, you call a few names right now. It reminded me that I don't know which, remembering them, I don't know which category you will put Cesar Gatto, but the music in my mind I go together: Tikpan Nimlan, Cesar Gatto, Maurice Dolly, Jide Rooster, Toke Toma. What you said this way, and it looked like that group is finishing.
Yeah, that our group, I would say our group. That's our group. Our group from the 70s, because Maury Doré, you put in Molly Doré, which is, that was, his burial should have been very huge, because he was the one that took us to Nigeria and made people knew that Liberian has singer and all of those stuff. Well, who are you, baby? So those are our group people, and we are trying. We don't want to say we are failing or we are dying away.
No, what I mean is the age group. You are younger. You are younger compared to them, right?
God. Yeah, no. We all claiming sister. But we beyond them. We are the little sisters, because when you talk about Nimabre, we are little sister to Nimabre, Neta family, Howard Desimo, all those people. We are little sisters to them, but we give the respect to them that when we see what due to them, we give it to them. And that's what we not seeing too much with the new Liberian artists that are coming up. We give our respect to those that we met. Right. We giving it. We have not stopped. When we see the young Liberian artists, when they see most of them don't even stop to give. Just few of them, and we know them. What for? You can't be bigger than your mom not born you. You can't be bigger than your dad. You met them yet. So I don't care what you do. You're not going to be bigger enough to give. No, I already did mine, and I'm still doing it. You can't be bigger than me. You cannot. So just take your time, give the respect that due us, because we give our respect that due Biata, Hawa, Yata, all those people are living Hawa. We giving our respect to them. We giving it. It's a must. We have to, Because we learn after these people. We saw what they did. We learn after them. Well, you might say, because we hear them say, oh, I'm now a full singer, blah, blah. Yeah, you're not a full singer, but you are a Liberian. You're singing in Liberia. You're growing up in Liberia. You're born in Liberia. Give the respect to Southern Man when you see Southern Man. Because you could be Detroit and making all the hit, but Friday is stay over you.
Yeah.
You understand? B Steve is stay over you. You know, those, I call her name because those are names that I know coming up and doing that thing, which is good. But you have to, that category, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how life is.
That's how it goes. You know, I just ask you guys to know that and pay attention to those little things that give for more grace from God. Because we are Christians. That's how it should go. We pay respect to people who needs those respect.
Yeah. Cesar Gatto did not only sing in Bassa, he also sang in English. And this one, I love it. It's a little controversial, but take a listen.
HotLBR.com. HotLBR.com. You better go and turn it. Connect to things away. Everything she keep they already. Because I'm a free born of Liberia. Nobody will do me no harm. People. If we may walk for nothing, my people, as I'm telling you. Even those from the country, they are Western, they say take them from country, bring them in town for you to make them look good. Basle pa for the chica to lead it to. Basle pa for the chica to lead it to. Return wa. How to say you follow from monkey with Anajo. Saneke ne jawo.
Sonny Kennedy.
Yeah, I know it.
Kennedy, right? But,
yes.
Where Cesar took that one from? When you tell them from the country?
I don't know. Maybe he took one from Bassa and brought, and she didn't. Why we didn't see her?
Right. And sometimes others sing about what they witness. It may not be what they experience, but sometimes it's somebody's life.
Yeah.
And that song was like in La Bro, we say throwing hints. People really use it to throw hints at people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is Focus on Liberia. We are having a special tribute to the legendary artist Cesar Gatto. He sang a Liberian song and is popularly known as the Bassa King. We'll take a 30-second break and we're going to be right back.
Hi, my name is Addie Tyler from Pennsylvania, and you're watching Focus on Liberia.
Of late, Cesar Gatto sang some songs, and I didn't know that he ventured into politics too. Maybe a little bit. This one said freedom fighter, and I think this is a recent or more recent than the one we played earlier. Those ones we played earlier were like in the 1980s, like 84 or so. This one is called Freedom Fighter. Take a listen.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they give their time, they change their mind. When they give their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they give their time, they change their mind. When they give their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo.
Princess Fatu, that is very profound because here we live in a country where, as you said, even Cesar Gatto was part of the National Army in the band. And we saw our country being destroyed by people who came in their words to level. I mean, listen to their name: National Patriotic Front, Liberal Peace Council, United Liberal. They got all these fine names. Cesar Gatto said, "You call yourself freedom fighter? You're destroying our country." That's very, very profound.
It is. It is. I think he did this song once he left from here in 2009. This is what he was putting together. And what he said is the truth, because some of us are victim of the whole charade we call war that went on in our country that got us sitting every day just really mad. Because you look at yourself, you lost a child in a war that will never go away in your mind. The reason it will never go away is that we know that when things happen, when it's bad or good, people keep it in a conscience and keep it in, and it's there. But this one, the reason is not going away. The very people that kill your children, that rape your wives and children, they are the one that enjoy
in power. Yeah.
Why? You know, it's so painful that you can't talk. People are grieving every day because they want to speak their mind. They cannot speak it. You speak it, you disappear, or your family are harmed, or your family disappear. Why should we live this way? People fight war. Liberia is not the first. It's not the only one. But those who fought, those who brought this problem to us, that we are all hanging around up and down from country to country today, they are the one that is in power.
Yeah.
making the money, they are relaxed. And we who suffer, we cry every day. No peace at all in our mind, no peace at all in our area we are, no peace at all in whatever we do. But they have the best. They have peace of mind. They have the money, and so what this for?
I know.
What was it for? So his song is so profound in a way where we all will remember. My first time hearing the song is when Cesar passed away.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. When Cesar passed away, I heard the song say, oh, Cesar did a new song. And listening to it tonight, it just bring, sad memory to us. I lost my 2-year-old child in the Liberian War.
Wow.
And I didn't, up to now, I have not found him. Whether he's living somewhere, somebody saw him and took him, carried him somewhere. Because he was 2 years, he will never get to know who his mom is. If he stay living, though. If he stay living. Or he was a low for those who he was staying with. They just left him on the roadside. Those things play on me every day. But I try to live my life for the rest of the children that I got now.
Yeah.
So that they can be, they can be victim of what I feel every day. And you have those people who did this to us. They are the one rooting.
Yeah.
They're making the highest pay money in the country. Oh my gosh. And we are here dying slowly every day. We cry every day inside. In and out, we sigh. But they are there, all these things that they, I mean, I'm not a politician, but I hate what's going on. It's not just Jowea time, because Jowea didn't bring the war. It's not Jowea time. I'm just saying I hate what's going on in Liberia. And we see people who make us cry every day. They are still in power, in the highest power, making all the money. And we sit here dragging day and night. We can't sleep, making ends meet to do things for our family back home. And people are suffering. Look, you know what? We are here for Cesar Gatto. It's true. But the song he sang, that's what carrying us, that side. Because he really touched me by singing his song. And it's true. They call themselves all the beautiful names. But they took our children from us. They rape us. They rape our moms. They let some of our children rape us. They say, you got to sleep with your mom or we kill you. Oh, you got to sleep with your daughter or we kill you. Oh, my God. These are Christians. They call themselves Christians. All over Liberia, churches are there. Why did we do that? And we stay not changing. We stay killing people all around Liberia. When will we change? And we ready, we on prayer line, we praying every day. Let God change Liberia. Let God help Liberia. God cannot help Liberia when we, the Liberians, don't want to change. He's not going to come and do that. We have to change. We have to be able to say, I did wrong. I fought, I killed people. Y'all please forgive me. And here, I step down. Or here, y'all take me. Make sure do that before you stand and preaching to people. Oh my God, what are we doing in Liberia? Why are we doing this? Killers tend to this. Oh yeah, the man asked for forgiveness. You know what? You cannot ask for forgiveness and go touch the Bible. Don't touch the Bible. You got too much blood on you. Do not touch that book. Do not. That book is not a book for you to play with. Go play with something else. Why are we doing it? You think why our country going the way it's going? We staying, give it up here. We got to give it up. We got to be able to confess and ask God to forgive. I don't care. We got stronger prayer people. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We got stronger prayer people in this world. We got Liberians that were called by God. They are doing their work. But those work are not going to finish and not going to work until those people step down and say what they did wrong to us. Some are crying today because our children were taken away from us at young age. We don't know where they are. No burial, no sense of closure. We don't have it.
Yeah.
And they sit there, they call themselves Christians, they call themselves BB people, lawmaker, they're making all the money. And we will hurt, we still crying.
Right. And to some extent, you have to go back to them and beg them for
yes.
Yes.
So what's going on? You know?
Yeah. Let's bring in some of our comments from our viewers. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Focus on Liberia, a tribute to the fallen Liberian artist Cesar Gatto. Abby Tyler from your community, one of my beloved childhood entertainers and an esteemed member of United Liberian Association of Both County. Hi, Princess Fatu. You must say Liberia lost a great son. Bele Pikin said, this is the first media group to have a tribute show for Cesar Gatto. Will bless you. God will bless you guys, and my respect to this platform. Thank you, Pele Pikin. Again, Susie Lamadine said, thanks for remembering Cesar. Eugenia Wedla Uja, that's my wife. She said, hello, hi, Princess Fatu.
Hi, madam.
Sam Chiedi Jackson, my tribute to the legend, the Bassa King.
Yeah.
Eugenia also said, the great Caesar, may his soul rest in peace. Lawrence Power said, Cesar Gatto, the great Bassa King, thanks for your contribution to and for the Bassa people. Rest in peace.
Amen.
Shabi No Limit say, wow, Fatu Giflo the great. When I was young, your music gave me peace. Thank you, Princess Fatu Giflo, for doing that.
Thank you.
All right. In fact, during our 6 o'clock song on the Vice script, we played that song that say, you sleeping, wake up.
Oh, yeah, Caesar, that was his favorite song from me. Yeah.
And this song, it looked like Caesar did it in Philadelphia, because in the song that he said they're doing the song. I pick a little bassa in the house of someone in Philadelphia. Let's listen. Dance if you can. This is legendary. Cesar Gatto. I mean, the guy Bassa is so crisp.
That was good.
Princess Fatu, look at this one. Is it, I found
That's
it hard
great.
to believe. This is the legendary Fatu Giflo, still young and active and an advocate as always.
Thank you.
This is from Reverend Jeremiah Mayunga. Hi, Pastor Jerry. That was a song, and this is recent.
Yeah, it was.
That
That was done by G-Man in Philadelphia. Yeah. I know the guy who did the song. Yeah. He's called G-Man.
right.
Yeah.
Better Manchester, hey, Fatu, those guys were fighting for themselves. They had to plan ahead. That's why the so-called house they came to build would never be completed. Thanks for remembering your fellow comrade in music and nation. So again, I mean, we can't thank you enough for being part of this.
Thank you.
The legendary Cesar Gatto. How, being someone who knew him, how do you want Cesar to be remembered?
I want Caesar to be remembered to all the Liberians that they know him personally, to be remembered as one kind-hearted guy. Very, very, very caring. He was sweet. I want you to remember him, not just singing, but remember him as the godfather that you never had before, that came to rescue you. He was always there for people. Always. Always. Seriously. And he quick to cry. he was very quick to cry. Anything that really deep Caesar will share. Yeah, so I want for people to remember him as a sweet, sweet-hearted person. And I hope and pray that the children will be in better hands. We will try our best to do ours. And I hope his children know that he was a great, great, great person in Liberia. And I hope they are proud of him like I am tonight and forever. I will be.
There's a fundraiser that's going to come later on to help, as you said, he left children behind and very young one, the youngest being 3 months old or around that time, age. People listening to this now, what do you want them to do financially and other form of support, and how can they make that contribution if they can?
Well, as I'm sitting here tonight, there is not anything that is said to say this is where you should go. As I said from the beginning, our ambassador set up something in Liberia, and we are trying to put together something here that will, gear our fundraiser. We can be able to help the old man with the kids. But when the time comes, all I want for Liberians to know right now is mark your calendar by saying, not the date, just say we heard Fatu say that they want to do fundraiser, and just keep your ear open, and we will try again to come right back to Jar Station and let everyone knows, hey, we were here on the 5th of September, a couple of months ago or last year, because the summer is almost wrapping us up. I mean, just listening out at the station, and there's another guy who has a serious a love for Caesar. He did his tribute like two weeks ago. He played Cesar Gatto music on his station for 1 whole hour on Radio Walakala. So those are people we're gonna go to let you know when we are ready. Because I don't want Liberian to say, "Oh yeah, she told us," or "We're gonna send money to her," or "We're gonna call." No, no, no. I don't do my things like that, because anything that I'm doing for someone, I want it to be transparent, and in a way that it will be transparent. It has to be with our group, like I mentioned. The lady from Minnesota, Mrs. Fofana, Isabella Fofana Wule, and she's in Minnesota. She is the leader of the Minnesota branch for our artist group there, and I'm the one focused here for the Philadelphia branch. So when that time comes, we will be combining the both group together and doing this thing. And I know it will work for us. We will raise enough, not just to support the woman. We want to enable the woman to support herself and the children. That is to give something that the woman can make business, so that she can sit and just say, okay, you go call the people. No, no, no. That's not what we going to do. We want to teach her to fish that the Chinese would do, or the Chinese say. Teach the man how to fish, and he will eat fish forever, right? Don't give him fish today, and he will continue to ask. If there's no fish, then you won't have fish tomorrow. We want to be able to give the woman something that she can continue to fish for Caesar children. At the same time, we will always check. We got people in Liberia. We live here, but we got our family members in Liberia. And some of us sooner or later will be traveling in and out. So we want to go see Caesar, burial ground. We want to go see the family. We want to see how the children have been taken care of, and all of those things. So we keep eyes on, but that's what we want to do. We don't want to be a forever support system. We want to put a support system together that will enable the woman to do it herself forever. That's the kind of thing we're trying to do.
Amen. We'll play the last song for Cesar Gatto, and when we come back, we're going to be hearing from Princess Fatu Gayflow on her closing statement.
Thank you.
So, and that's what we'll do. I mean, we're still honored to have you here, and we want to thank those that are watching.
Thanks.
Yeah, but we'll play the last song, and those of you listening, I'm surprised nobody called to pay tribute, but some did it on the phone, and that's also wonderful. Wow.
That was beautiful. The day we went to the studio to do this song, 1984, I am telling you, this guy, he stood behind the microphone and he just froze. They said, Cesar, we're waiting for you. This guy who had this studio, he was a Ghanaian, Fasa Hawani on 5th Street in Cinco, Studio 99. Studio 99 was brought into Liberia by Jeffrey Batu, right after the coup.
Yeah.
He brought it to help Liberian artists. So that's the place we went to do our recording. So when we got to the studio, I did all my songs because we were just doing our recording with the same Kenya group. Everybody will get in the bus. We go. The studio owner will say, "You, the lead singer, staying here. All the background vocalists, you're staying here." Toke was my direct background vocalist, and she was also a background vocalist for Cesar. So they always stand. They will give them the microphone, and we will sing. So I did all my songs. I finished. For Cesar to do his recording, it took days. The recording cannot be done. So Jalakeke Kamara, who was the director general by that time, said, "Well, Cesar, if you cannot record tomorrow, that's it for you. You can't get this album done." So the studio owner looked at Cesar for a long time. He told Mr. Kamara, "Okay, you go home. We will see what we can do with this guy." I'm telling you, Dennis, we sat down, we talked to Cesar. We don't know what was going on in this guy's mind, but the guy could not sing his own song. It couldn't come out. So one of the guys said, "All right, since we're taking a break, let me just go get my little ganja and come." He went and bought one of those Harley called a Gordon. In the studio, he took a zip. Cesar stand here, and he handed Cesar a little glass. Cesar took it. When Cesar took the thing, we all left. We left. Cesar stayed behind with his background vocalist because I left. I was finished. We came by. The whole album was finished.
Wow.
Like matching. So he took a shot.
He just needed some stimulant.
I think he needed something to wake him up.
That's right.
Yeah, but he was a very great guy. Well, my last thought, or whatever it is, I just want to tell the Liberian people, we love you, and we ask you to love us back, like a song I sang called Onamu. I love you. I want you to love me the way I love you. It's not easy, but we will make it if we just open here and make everything clear to God. We are ready to what? To forgive each other, and we are ready to confess our sins to God so that He can be able to take over our minds and heart, because there our problem lies inside. It's not on the outside. I remember when I was growing up in Kenya, we used to go to the next door and take salt and just ask the neighbor and take salt and cook. Right now, my sister is telling me every day, you cannot find that anymore in Liberia. You can't sit and say, I depend on my neighbor, my children, so I can get something. Where all the feeding we have, where did it go? So I'm asking, and I'm not asking God because we've been asking God over and over. We are asking Liberians now to open up and bring the Liberian we knew them to be Liberian. Let it bring it back. Liberian were people who were caring. Where are those feelings? Where are those loving people that we knew when we were growing up in Canada. Where are these people? I know they all ain't gone. What changing us? We are changing our culture. When we talk about culture, people think it's just dancing. No, our way of life, our way of living, we are changing it so rapidly. We might, if we don't take time, a couple of years from now, people will not even know who Liberians are. In when they look at us in our culture, they will not look at us that way. Our culture will all be gone. Our way of living, we changing it. We following. I don't know who we're following, but something is not right. So we need to sit and think. If all our old people gone, we know where to look. Oh my God, go in the interior. I think we still got some people there that will, teach us where we came from, who we were, what we need to do, what we supposed to do today to be the people we ought to be, because we changed too much. We don't care for each other anymore. All we care about is bringing ourselves down. Because if I bring you, then it's down. I'm bringing me down because you are trying to promote Liberia. Then I bring you down, then I'm bringing me down too. So we need to change. We need to change. We are good people. Let us bring back that goodness that we have. We shouldn't just go to church and sit there to fellowship. Let us go to church to stay to fellowship, and then to bring that loving and kindness that we had before. Let us bring it back because it is there.
Yeah.
Let us bring it back. Go deeper into your heart and bring it out and make it work. Because our children that we're born in here, and we feel sorry for them, because if we don't have all the good things that we had before, where are our children going to learn it from? Who they learning it from? Then they will be lost. So there will be no Liberia. So it will just be a big empty country. And we don't want that. We want Liberia to be the Liberia that Guinea were running away from Guinea to come live. Ivorian were leaving Africa to come live. Everybody, Ghanaian, everybody, Sierra Leone. Now you talk to Guinea man said, no, me, I'm not going to Liberia. I'm going to Guinea with my things there, because you go there, the people eat your money too much. Oh, my people, let us change, please.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. We want to thank you so much for the time, and thank you for honoring our invitation to be part of this tribute. And I feel very good about this, that we as a media institution could remember the legend Cesar Gatto. And then when we reach out to you, I mean, it's like you were just on top of it. We appreciate you so much. And let's give you your flower while you are still around and say thank you so much for what you do for our country.
And thank you so much for having me. Thank you for thinking about this. We appreciate you too. Thank you so much.
We thank our viewers and even those who will watch later. We'll now close this broadcast with the song of Cesar Gatto once more.
Mama yoko so we just on namu. Ya pare ba to we to money oh ya do mo si afi ya o. Mama yoko so we just on namu. Ya pare ba to we to money oh ya do mo si afi ya o. Ya se pa yo do